Hello everyone, how you doing? Welcome to tonight's stream. We're on TS Classic again tonight. I figured out there's going to be enough madness for TSW over the next sort of couple of weeks. So why don't we play something we can enjoy with no stress, which is TS Classic, and specifically some of the great scenarios that Adam's done from his website, which is WrightLineSim.com. If you have a look down in the description, as always, there's links to everything that we're going to do tonight. So if you play TS Classic, you've not got these and you want to pick these up as part of the packs, always interesting scenarios as you'll see tonight. That's what we're going to do. Go and check those out down in the description. Thanks again to Adam for sending me those over. Much appreciated. Let's have a see who's in first, shall we? I can see you've all been having a nice chat. Trainerholic is there. Railroads Unlimited in Florida. Good morning, I think it will be for you, just about, I guess. Who else we got? Adam's there, of course. He's got his cat sat on him. Mike B is there, looking out for the draw at 7:20. Just ping at me when it comes, because I can't see it where I am. Who else we got? G Dave, 3-star Reds. We've got David Drives, good evening. Bolton Boy is there. He's not happy. He's waiting. He's out of the cup. He's waiting for Preston to beat him on Saturday. So it's nice that he's come in, despite all that. Who else have we got? Wings and Things. Pete Edmonds is here. Lima's here. And Kebepi. How's everyone doing? Yeah, it's another hot one, isn't it? We'll try and see what we can do without melting. But it's going to get hotter, isn't it? Our first one that we're going to do tonight. Let me get up my notes. You can see it there on the screen in front of you. This is from Adam's West Coast Mainline over Shap Scenario Pack 3, which is set between 1982 and 1989. And this one is 5 Juliet 00, which is the 1102 Blackpool North to Heysham Harbour. It says, after changing ends at Preston, complete this empty class 150/1 stop move to Heysham Harbour, collect the token at Berlin, reverse at Morecambe, and finish this working. This is set in 1989, this one. So I probably knew a lot of the people that were working around this area at that time, to be honest. And I've got to tell you, the only reason I picked this one is because I love this provincial livery. We'll see it once we get in. It's one of my favourites on this 150-1. And also, I don't think you've ever seen me drive the 150/1. It's one of those enhancement packs from AP that just does the minimum to bring it up to what it should be. So it's not got as many bells and whistles as some of the AP stuff that we've got. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we're just going to launch straight into it. You can see I've already run this one before and I quite enjoyed it. So I earmarked it for the stream. Dovetail Direct on August the 25th. I know you're all ready and waiting for that. Who else have we got? Gaziola, how are you doing? Good evening to you. The cat jumped off. She would rather sit on the bed. Yeah, I don't blame her. I don't blame her. Behave yourself, says Bolton Boy. I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to say anything else because you might be on next Monday's stream. It might go the other way, so I better be careful. You just tried 85% dark chocolate. Oh, but that was strong. Need a drink afterwards. Yeah, I'm not a fan of dark chocolate. I stopped talking about food when we've only got like 6 minutes into it. You're already doing it. Have I got the AP47? I have indeed. That's what we ran last week. If you saw, I don't know if you're in last week, but the Rail Express Systems run that we did last Monday, that was the AP47. Good run, that. Quite enjoyed it. I've got my coffee here, but I've also got the Diet Coke ready to go. Here we go. One of Adam's trademark fly-ins to start us off. I'll keep an eye on the sound as we go because I don't know how loud it's going to be. Here's our 150. It's great, that livery. Love it. You've joined this empty class 150/1 here at Preston to take it to Heysham, reversing at Morecambe. Set yourself up for departure and leave when ready. Let's do it. We'll put it into forwards. Put the instrument lights on. We can't do anything with the GSMR you see in this one. It is one of the very basic, upgrades that they've done. Headlights. Is it right or left? G Dave will tell me, because I never know. Just let me know. Tail lights can come off. Destination indicator can stay on, although we're not in service, so that's fine. Yeah, I think we're all ready to go. We've already got a green, so we can take the DRA off. Couldn't join last week. Too busy, 91 bashing. Yeah, it's there. It's a good stream. Have a look for that stream if you've not watched it. I think we all quite enjoyed it. I'll change the lights if someone shouts, but I can't remember whether we're meant to be left or right. Oh, I need the markers on. Not that. That. Yeah, I'm not sure whether it's left or right. Anyway, let's go for it. Driver's side at night. Second man side daytime. So I think we're good. We're good. We're good. So I've got it wrong on the thumbnail then. I think it's the opposite way around on the thumbnail. Not to worry. Right, let's do it. Can't change the clag on this. Keep an eye on the sound. I don't even know if... Can we open the windows in this? Ignore the back of the... You can see out the back of the train. Don't think we can we? Oh, yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. There we go. That'll make it a bit better. So you're familiar with this area of the track, but probably not so with the actual Heysham branch itself. So once we get to Morecambe, we'll be coming back on ourselves, but it's a good run. As long as it's on, who cares? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Stace, good evening. How was your holiday? Coffee so late in the day. Yeah, it's only 20 to 7. I only have one a day, so I'm not drinking it all day. When I've had my tea, I have a coffee straight after. The rest of the day, as you know, I drink tea. So there's probably more caffeine in the tea actually than there is in the coffee. Right, let's give it the beans. What's our top speed in this? 75, I'm going to guess. Don't think it says. It'll be 75. Sprinters are 75, yes. Good. The AP-47 with full clag is hellfire. That's what I was saying last week. I don't turn it down. I don't... I was asking that on one of Tom's streams on his WrightLineSim TV, and I said, does anybody realistically turn it down? And he was saying that actually he does on some, because it looks a bit ridiculous on some of them. I always leave it on full, as you know. That's one of the best bits of those AP locos that we get on the clag. We're approaching the mothers. Everybody, eyes right for the usual salute as we get under this bridge. She's over here. Onwards to Lancaster and beyond. So let's have a look at the F1, shall we? After taking over from the previous driver at Preston, you're finishing this empty stock journey in 1989. There's a 50 miles per hour DSR near Lancaster. You wouldn't expect any less on one of Adam's. He always sticks one of those in. Remember to stop at Burr Lane to pick up the token to unlock the ground frame at Morecambe so you can get to Heysham. So there we go. That's what we're doing. Nice, hopefully straightforward one to get us going. After this, we're jumping in the pacer. on the missing link route. This is, of course, West Coast Main Line over Shap. So we're going on to the missing link, which is the Alan Thompson Sim route. And we'll be going in a pacer from Preston to Wigan. And then in the final one, we're going over the Chat Moss in a Pendolino, the Virgin Pendolino, all the way to Piccadilly from Liverpool Lime Street. So that's the plan. Should take us 2.5 hours upwards, I would say, for the whole thing. So I should probably slow down. So yeah, if you like the look of these scenarios, go and share some support with Adam over on WrightLineSim or WrightLineSim.com. I'll get it right eventually. There's lots of good ones in there. Simon, good evening. How you doing? 10 days turned into 18. I thought you were away a long time. Flag Factor always on 10, says Adam. Gotcha, go. How you doing? Yeah, pacer. We love a pacer. This one's got a strange livery on it as well, which we'll look at once we get to it. Hopefully AP do a 33 pack. Yeah, I'd like that. I think there's usually a sale in August as well for anybody who's not got all the AP stuff that has got something on the list. Usually around the bank holiday at the end of August, I think. So keep your eye out for that. I think I've got two things remaining on the wish list, possibly 3, but one of them is the Class 66, the new Class 66 Pack 2, which was just a livery pack. That's on there as well. I didn't get that at the time, but that's just a small thing. You never got into Trade Sim Classic when you had a PC, and sadly now as it's packed up and you went MacBook, you still enjoy watching these classic streams. Yeah, the thing about these streams is we can go a lot more places than we can in TSW. I know this one doesn't count because we can't get to Heysham, but we can get to Morecambe. So this one slightly doesn't count, but there's a lot more places that we can go to, and there's a bit more variety at the moment in TS Classic. So we'll keep going with TS Classic as well as TSW for a bit. Who's gone to Berlin? I missed that bit. Yeah, I think I might have mentioned it before. I was in Berlin doing some training for a whole month I was there. Back in the mid-90s. Good place, nice place. Let's try a flyby. Just while we can. Up near the M6 there. You've got to get Northampton Loop. Northampton Loop's pretty good. ATS do Northampton Loop, but is that not coming out as part of a TS Classic release at some point? Did they not mention that? I'm sure they're bringing it out, and it was mentioned ages ago, but it's still not out yet. So I think ATS is the only place you can get it. Oh, you bought the 218 in the end because of the PS5 sale. You don't regret it. Yeah, it's good. I told you it was good. Yeah. By the way, I said I won't talk about TSW, but I will. We've got the early access for the Nuremberg Ingolstadt coming up. Oops, hang on a sec. This is an NRN broadcast. Points failure has been reported at Albeck. Expect delays. He's got me again, hasn't he? He does this every time. Right. Albeck's not far away, so. Yes, Nuremberg Ingolstadt. It's coming out Thursday. So we can have early access on Wednesday. I will record something for Wednesday, 10 o'clock, as I usually do. If we can put it on Wednesday night, I will, but somebody told me that the sun's going dark on Wednesday night, so we might have to watch that first, but we'll see what we can do. I'll let you into a secret though. It's a good route. You'll enjoy it. If you like speed, well, you saw it last week on the Dovetail stream, but if you like your high-speed German stuff, it's brilliant. I won't say any more on it till Wednesday. I still have nothing to say in the video. Plus I'll get told off. Right. We are stopping at signal PN211, which is just under 7 miles. So we've got a little bit of time to go yet. Actually, let me put a bit more throttle in. What's up with Ryanair? I don't think I've flown on Ryanair, actually. I must have done. I might have done. Thinking about it. Yeah, the eclipse. Is it about 6:30 UK time? About 6:30, I think it is, on Wednesday. I remember the last one, it was really weird. It's really, really weird. It's just going dark. It's like that. Bit of AC action there. What temperature was it in Bali then, just out of interest? Stace. In centigrade, not in space measurements. Northampton loop was meant to come on Steam. For some reason ATS hasn't got it out yet. You've still got the sub, so you might as well. It's quite good. It is quite good. It does add quite a bit to West Coast Mainline South as well. I think there's quite a few scenarios come with it. Is the cab car easy to operate, or is it identical to the Expert 101 cab car without the Expert? Yeah, it is. It's the same. It's just the same. It's the same. You're talking about O'Leary. I thought you were talking about him that used to play for Arsenal. The Irish player. Anyway, we've got just under 4 miles to our stopping point, which will probably be somebody guiding us through the signal at Albeck. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Not said it yet tonight, but you know the drill. Thank you for that. Hope everybody's week got off to a good start. I did say that this stream was dependent on me having a good day today at work, because it was my first day back. Detinners, thank you for that subscription. I did say it was dependent on having a good day back after my holidays, and actually it was alright, so here we are. Couple of miles to go. I need to check on that wings and things, actually. We did last time. Last time we did. Pretty spooky. For some reason, it seemed very quiet as well. Very odd. I'm going to take a bit of this speed out as we approach the signal. See what it gives us. I'm glad the stream isn't stuttering, by the way. I haven't rebooted everything since last week when we had that issue. This is what I mean. It can go on for months with no issue. And then suddenly we get one of those like last week, which seems to be alright today. But just let me know if that changes. Right, we're approaching the signal. Like, we have a speed restriction after the signal. I saw 20 on the hood before it momentarily disappeared. So we're coming to Owlbeck, but this actual area, I've mentioned it a few times, this is Goldgate. This village is Goldgate. Lancaster University is just over here. Looks like they're building it. Oh, the cranes are there. It's like they're building it in this DLC. You won 359 quid on the Irish Lotto. Congratulations. How much did you spend, though? And I don't just mean at weekends. To get to that point. Yeah, this livery's nice. I do like it. You know, I like the plain liveries. I don't remember this one. But it's pretty good. I suppose it's provincial, so it's kind of like the same one on the Pacer, isn't it? It looks slightly different. Right, we're approaching the red, as you can probably see. We've got a guy waiting at the signal. Make sure he sees us coming. I probably can't line the window up with where he is. Not that close to the red, but we'll see what we can do. I need to be able to see the signal, don't I? Really, ideally. Anyway, I'll wait here. I'm not going near it. He's going to have to walk. Or shout to me. I'll stick my head out the window. Right, we're flying over to him. The line side worker says, "Hello driver, there's a points failure at Albeck Loops. Please wait here for further instructions." Will do. That was good. I quite like those little flybys. I've said that before. Quite clever. He looks like he's talking to himself. He probably has. He's probably been here all day, look. Waving his hands around a bit. University's been there since the 60s, has it? Yeah, let's have a look, actually, shall we, while we're waiting? You're quite right. There's some buildings over there, so this looks like an extension, doesn't it? The M6 has disappeared, partly. M6 is here, going along. It runs right past it. Yeah, looks like an extension, you're quite right. Let's have a look at this livery whilst we're here. We'll just go from back to front, shall we? Have a quick look. It is nice, just for a plain livery, that. Yeah, pretty neat. Birds stop chirping. I think it's bedtime. Yeah, I just remember it being really, really quiet while it was going on last time. Eerily quiet. I've gotten word from the P-Way. I used to work for the P-Way at this time. The points up ahead have been fixed. Be aware of a 20-mile-per-hour emergency speed restriction they've erected over the affected track. Depart when ready, northbound. Okay, doke, let's do that. So we'll just run up to this 20. You first saw one of these, Dave, going over Bournemouth Bridge as a kid. You've no idea how to do the flybys. Yeah, get some flybys in, Lemur. The British Rail logos on the side of the trains make you feel young again. Oh, that was the wrong button. I found the buzzer, guide buzzer. Right, the 20 is coming up. Mikey B, how are you doing? Good evening. I don't believe... Yeah, we're going straight to Berlin, so we're not stopping at Lancaster. We're going straight through onto the Morecambe branch. Pick up the token, presumably at the signal box, which is on the station. And then onwards to Morecambe, then off to Heysham. And we said it before, didn't we? It's a shame the Heysham branch is not is not in the TSW DLC. That'd be good. Make sure the P-Way see us. There's quite a few of them. It'd be good if they stuck their arms in the air, wouldn't it? As well. There we go. That's us out of the 20. Yeah, Berlin, not Berlin. We're a bit of a way from there. Beat right, good evening. How are you? Now, we do have a TSI coming up. Where did it say that TSI was? Near Lancaster. Which is not far away. This is it. This is it. I think. No, not quite yet. Berlin in a 150. That would be a really interesting streamer. The workers that come with Thompson Interactive routes can raise... Oh, can they? They can raise their arms, but you can't use them because of the EULA. That's a shame, isn't it? I forgot we're not stopping at Lancaster, so we can sail through. But the 50, I can see the TSI coming up now. So we won't sail through like I was planning. Yeah, Heysham branch would have been good, and you'll see what's up there on the Heysham branch once we get there. But I think Just Train said it would have took a lot of work to put the Heysham branch in. So I mean, I'm glad that we got to Morecambe. It would have been a bit daft to not have Morecambe, for example. That was a weird signal. Is that because we are empty? Was that our that was our signal underneath, wasn't it? Because we're approaching stop move rather than passenger, I'm assuming. So I didn't spad it. We'll just amble through Lancaster for this TSI. If they take a 319 under the Channel Tunnel, they must be able to take a 150. But did they really take a 319 under the Channel Tunnel? What was the purpose of that? here's the start of the TSR. Those are the I believe those are the WrightLineSim warning boards as well that you can get. I think they're free, aren't they, Adam, from the website? If you go to the website, you can get those free. All that signage. So that TSR was right across the Loon Viaduct. So it looks like we can get up to speed now we've cleared that. It was a test train. Ah, right. Interesting. The sudden downgrade into Lancaster on TSW, you mean? The 15 just before you get to Lancaster, yeah, which is a pain in the backside. Mikey, you got the GBR 802 yesterday and played it on the Riviera route. And the graphics were terrible. What remind me what you're playing on? Not Xbox, is it? .25 as we go on to the Morecambe branch. I think one thing I will say about Dovetail Direct, just thinking about the 802, I think there has to be some serious work done about these blurry textures. Because it has got less for me on the PS5. But if you saw my last video that I did, I lost a lot of progress on the PS5, which was really annoying. I think I've pretty much lost all the progress that I've done in TSW6. So I think my profile has reverted back to what it was when I imported it last September into from TSW5 into TSW6. And I don't know why. Bit fast for the 25. Series X, yeah. The Xbox has been hit the worst, hasn't it? But the PS5's not brilliant for the blurry textures. I'm trying to remember if the 802 is one of the ones that goes funny on the PS5, but I can't remember. Yeah, so PS5, I lost all my progress on things like through to Preston. The Medway, you know, the Firefly simulation one. All the routes basically we've had since TSW6. I've done zero progress on Riviera Line. That's really annoying. So I'm a bit miffed. I did sort of ask them to look into it, but there's no way you can get back your previous save. On PC, I think you can. On the PS5, you can't, because my cloud save automatically updates periodically. So it overwrote the good profile with the bad one pretty quickly. So, yeah, I wasn't impressed with that. Right, this is Berlin, not Berlin. Looks like the guys come out of the signal box to meet us. So these the added bit of details that I found you get from Adam's scenarios on his site. So if you want that bit extra realism, once again, I'm not lined up with him, but I'm not that far away. He's meant to reach out and pass me the token. So we'll just wait for the timer. Is there a body in a skip like in TSW? There's not really a body in a skip, is there? The token to unlock the ground frame has been obtained. Depart from Morecambe, stop at the junction so the guide can change the points. Yes, sir, we will do that. Let's see if the gates go up. Maybe. There we go. Oh, that Fiesta was giving it some, weren't it? See speed of that guy. Oh my god. Like the silver bullet he was. Morecambe Joyriders. The Preston crew's better on PlayStation 5 since the GAT released the last patch. No blurry textures. I'll have to... Yeah, I have it. I got so miffed off with it. I haven't touched it on the PlayStation all week, I don't think. And usually I play at night. We are stopping at the up and down Heysham very shortly. Oh, that guy's always there. Is he that signal guy? I didn't notice that. 156 Andrew, how are you doing? Good evening. Now you're thinking about 90s. We need a 90 stream. We can do a 90 stream. We all love a 90, don't we, on this channel? Whether we do the Train Sim Classic 90 or whether we do the TSW 90 is the question. With DTG stopping making further DLCs for Xbox One and PS4, surely that means they'll be able to make the graphics better now. In theory, they've got a bit less work to do with dropping the old generation consoles. So yeah, in theory, let's see what happens. Vin Diesel. Zooming. He was off, weren't he? He was well going for it. He almost had his front bumper up against the barrier ready to go. He was revving up. How dare we wait for a token when he wants to get going? So we need to sort this guy out. He's going to do the switcheroo for us. So we'll just wait here. Let's do a quick saveroo whilst we're at it. Yeah, all good, Andrew. Thank you very much. Scotch Ego wants the TSC 90. Yeah, could do the TSC 90. We've got plenty of scenarios. Especially now that AP have made all the scenarios free of charge as well. So I got quite a few scenarios of those as part of that. I've got some missing stock for a couple of them. I think it's mainly I think it's mainly wagons from various places that are not AP wagons. So I need to look into that. So I've still quite a few scenarios I've not downloaded yet from there, but I've got quite a number of them. Right, so we're going into Morecambe, then we'll change ends, and then we'll go to Heysham. This, of course, is the new Morecambe. In TSW, you've got the old Morecambe, which when I stop the train, I'll show you where that is. I don't know if that's I don't know if that is actually in this DLC. I don't know if they've gone that far and put the actual building in. The building is still there. The old station building. In real life, that is. I put a video out on that you probably saw a year or so ago when I went to have a look at the old station. But this is what it looks like now. One of these naff ones with like a little cabin. Like, not even a patch on what it used to be. So let's have a quick look. So on TSW, you come in through here, straight through, and the old station building is, it's kind of there. I don't know if that's meant to be it, but it's kind of there. It's really more nearer the front. If you haven't done so already, please shut down this cab and change ends so you can depart for Heysham. So let's change ends, shall we? So first of all, let's get the brakes on. We can take the reverser out of where it was, set the instrument lights off, and then headlights can go off, tail lights can go on, off, that can go like that. Right, I think that is it. And then we just need to do the master key. Did I do it then? Oh, hang on, I've got that in. No, that's right. Let me try this again. Why is my master key not? Is the brakes meant to be in full service? Is that what it is? Oh, that's not good. Let me do that again. Grab it, but I can't do anything. Is it because I'm zoomed in? Control W. No, that's doing that. I don't want that. Any ideas? I tell you what, I might just swap to the other end and see what it does. I might be able to wing it. Let's just try it. Yeah, let's me do it. Fair enough. That was weird. Headlights. Tail lights off. Where's the marker light? Instruments. Markers. Yeah, I think we're all good to go. I had it in off, but it's still, yeah, I think I had it in off. Let's just check. Yeah, off is that way, isn't it? Neutral this side. Yeah, just wouldn't let me turn it. Anyway, it's let me swap cabs. So it must have auto taken out the master key from the other end, so that's fine. We're all ready to go, I think. Get the window down. Check my lights outside. They're all good. Right, let's do it. Off up the Heysham branch. Am I practicing more on these routes? What do you mean? Are you saying I'm not absolutely terrible anymore? I left it in neutral. I didn't, did I? I'm almost sure I didn't, because the tail end of that's the actual pointer, and I did have the tail end of it pointing this way. So I don't understand why it wouldn't come out. If you rewind it and have a look. Let's see if you can rewind it. Preston at home to Everton. Oh, nice. Nice. That'll do us. That's a bit weird. When we played our last game at Goodison. Right, off we go. So, about 4 miles to Heysham. So, it gives a little bit of track to play with. Here's a very good tie. Very good tie. The coffee was cold, yeah. I don't mind it. There's only a gobful left. Yeah, I don't know how many services would have come up this line. I don't know how regular it would have been. Maybe that's the other reason that Just Trains didn't put it in TSW. But the Windermere branch would have been another good one we could have had. On that Preston to Carlisle DLC. That would have been good. That's a 10-mile run from Oxenholme to Windermere. And you can get that, if you play TS Classic, you can get that from the Steam Workshop, if you haven't already got that. The Windermere branch. Get that for Nout. Do I have the obligatory Diet Cola? What do you think? There it is. Gobful. What's wrong with that? Yeah, I told you I enjoy these streams. You learn some new words as well. Yep, cheers, 3-star. Thanks for coming in. Let's give it the beans to get up to that 40. You've said that before, Pete, as well. I honestly haven't. It's just straight Diet Coke. And it's not the same tin all the time every week either. I don't just keep it here as a prop. It's good for washing down that cold coffee, though. I must admit. Still 2.5 miles to go, ish. Bit of movement at the back there. Look at that. Can you see that? It's like it's held on with string. Nearly missed those guys then. What's wrong with regular? You mean the full fat stuff? It's too sugary. By far too sugary. It's alright when you're a kid drinking it, but sticks to your teeth as well. It's horrible. You always seem to spaz or hit a fish train. I hit a fish train once, and that was because of an error in the scenario, not what I did. I'm not having that. The fish train was brilliant. An animal said, try it again. It might have just got stuck. If you replay it, it'll be fine. Replayed it, and what happened? It went straight up in the air again, didn't it? That's the last time I listened to Animal. Where is he anyway? He's very slovenly tonight. Railway man, how you doing? Good evening. One thing it has got is a decent horn. It's not one of the most glamorous units we've got, but it's good for this kind of run. Yeah, coach's rock and roll. Still laugh at that. Yeah, the fish train. I need to go back on the Buchan line. We'll run that one night because I think I mentioned it one of the other streams we did. I have a nice scenario with the old BI Green 37, which runs the full length Aberdeen to Peterhead, or the other way, Peterhead to Aberdeen, I think. Which is a good scenario. And I think if I remember rightly, I put a patch on the which replaces all the tatty trees with the AP ones as well, so it looks a bit better as well. So we'll run that one night because it's a decent length run, that. So I'll plan that one in at some point. Right, we're approaching Heysham Port. Launching a 56 skywards in Cardiff. That was hilarious, weren't it, that? Even the 158 held its ground. We rolled off and went through the ballast and onto the road below. Yeah, it's juddering about. You see that then? Like a kink in the track. The fish train was up there with Oxenham. Oh, God. Yeah, cruel. Yeah, cruel, you lot. I don't diss my trees. Yeah, we got new trees. Got new trees here, as you can tell. These are AP trees, these ones. See, they're all right when they're not next to the track. They don't shimmer as much when they're a bit further away. Here we are at the port. Let's turn around this way, shall we? We can see a little bit what's going on. It's quite downhill, that. There we are. Two chaps stood there on the crossing. I wonder if their job is just to guide road traffic over there manually all day. It's not the most glamorous job, is it? Here we are, Heysham. So this completes it. Preston to Heysham. First of our 3 scenarios tonight. This one is on the West Coast main line over Shap route. Just as a reminder, in the description, there's a link to each pack. For each scenario that we do tonight, there's a link in the description to the pack. If you want to go and have a look on Adam's website and have a look what else is in the pack. There's usually quite a number of hours driving in the packs as well. Passengers from the ferry can board the 12:40 to Manchester Victoria. Time for a short break. So, whilst that one wraps up, scenario 2 is on the West Coast Main Line missing link. Just as a reminder, so they're all set between 2005 and 2018, and so we are taking 2 Foxtrot 61, the 726 Preston to Liverpool Lime Street, but we're going as far as Wigan. It says drive a peak time commuter run from Preston to Wigan in 2005 with a unit freshly transferred from Wales. And again, the link to that is in the description. So I'll just get it loaded up. So let me find the missing link. And then we'll do it from there. There we go. West Coast Main Line, Midlands and North West, it's actually called. And it is not that one. This one. X Valley Lines, First North Western. Let's do it. Buffers. Did you see the buffers? You don't usually see them, Stace, until it's too late. Splattered all over the place. Oh, don't start talking about fish and chips. The fish train incident was really funny. The AI fish train was not stopping for anything. It does now. It waits. If you're not at that station, which was just behind the incident, if you're running slightly late, I think we were 2 minutes late. And at the time, the scenario didn't allow you to be late at all. And so if you were slightly late, even seconds late, apparently, you'd hit the fish train because it was coming at a rate of knots and not stopping for anything. So they fixed it. So I probably told you, but the developer of the route was watching the stream and he emailed me straight afterwards and said, "That's not your fault." And I said, "Tell them that." I did as well. I said, "Tell them that." They'll never stop winding me up. And here we are, months later. And you're still having a go at me. It's funny though. You won't get that on all these serious channels. They'd have struck that one from the record, but we don't do that on here. Pacer, says Adam, definitely. And I haven't got the JT nuclear flask. Actually, I've got the AP ones, but I haven't got the JT class 20, so that is missing because I don't own that. Cancel that. It's a bit misty. The train that was booked to run to Foxtrot 61 was declared a failure in Blackpool. As a result, the service will start at Preston with this train, and the guide is being transported here by taxi. Firstly, please prepare the train from Coles in the carriage sidings, then wait at the shunting line ahead. Oh my God. Do I even know how to start this from cold? I presume it's an engine-only job, and we'll see how we go from there. First of all, let's get the light on. Master key we'll need. Neutral. Let's go to neutral. Let's see if there's anything else we need to do. I don't think so. Shall we try it? In fact, let's do the clag factor up to 10. There we go, a bit of clag. Not as much as I thought. Anyway, let's get everything set up, ready to go. So first of all, we'll have the headlights on, instrument panel, destination light. Why not? What else do we need? Probably don't need that. So we're going to go back the other way, aren't we? So let me take that off. Foggy autumn morning. You'll be starting this Blackpool to Liverpool service from Preston as far as Wigan. Maximum speed is 75. Your NRN is 088. Right, so I've got to go to the shunting line. I need to arrive at 7:22. So let's see if I can... yeah, I can tab it. So that's good. Put that into forwards. Let's go. If he makes a green badge, you'll reconsider it. Oh, you mean a member's badge? Hang on, why am I not going? What's going on here? What have I done or not done? Well, I've got a brake on somewhere. Wrong way. That way. Neutral. It's not in neutral. No, it's in 100%. It's in forwards. It's in forwards. Do I have to wait a certain length of time? Oh, build the air pressure, yeah. Press the compressor speed up on the right. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Rochdale via Oldham. Well, we can probably change that because... let's have a look. Not that. Oh my god, what am I doing now? How do I change the destination board on this? I've got to Rill. Oh, there you go. That's what I want. Let's just get this to Lime Street. That'll do. Right, is that enough now? The brake's coming off. There we go, that's what we wanted. That should do it. He says. Yeah, there you go. Thank you for that, Adam. That's what happens when I don't have the manual open. There's me thinking I could drive a pacer. It's completely different in this, the TSW. Generally in TSW, it's already running, isn't it? There's very few times we have to cold start one. So we're off to the Preston shunting line, then we'll go back into the station and then we'll start the service. No, I'm not late. Not yet. There's loads of time to go. I'm due there at the shunting line at 7:22, so we're early. We got plenty of time out of the for the cold start, I think. It's a pea super nearly in Preston. Can't even see St. Walberg's, look. Just coming into view now. Out of the murk. I'm paying for more cold starts in TSW. It's true though, isn't it? It's true. It's very rarely you get a cold start scenario in TSW, which is a shame. There we go. Now I presume we can change cabs right now. So let me put the brakes. Full service. Emergency, I think. Turn those off. Please change ends. Head into Preston Station to meet your guide and board the passengers. Make sure the destination display is Liverpool. You should get a path into the station after service 2 Delta 44 has passed. Alright. Let's change that over to tail lights. Let's just double check we're not in neutral. So it's in neutral there, so that's off. Then do that. Turn that off. I think that is okay. And we'll do it again. And what is our NRN again? 088. Right, there we go. Let's just check outside. Yeah, we're all good. Another interesting livery. There's no theme going on. But it's another interesting one. It's got a bit of green on Stace. There you go. There's a bit of green on there. Right, now we're waiting for 2 Delta 44, it said. So we have to wait. Can we pull up to the signal? Probably should pull up to the signal, I guess. Which is at the top of the shunting line. Going into platform 2. What is your next colour badge? I don't know, actually. If you look on the members page, I think you can drop a list down and it will show you the different levels. Right, so that's our signal there, just on the right. Italian restaurant. It doesn't like a pizza box. I know what you mean. Getting a decent amount of clag now anyway, look. So I have to be at the platform for 7:25. We have to wait for 2 Delta 44. So thing is, I don't know if that's coming from behind us or it's coming from the main line. I'm not sure. By the way, we're stopping at Leyland, Euston and Wigan on this one. Not enough green tonight, if you want your opinion. Yeah, the little hand cursor tries to grab the buttons. Yeah, it's quite funny. And sometimes it'll do it and sometimes it won't. It's odd. Same with the horn. So we've got to wait for this service to come past us. So we'll give it a few minutes. Year 4 is green. Is it really green? I don't remember making a green one, but I might. But I might make it like a 6-year one. Then she has to subscribe for 6 years just to get it. Right, where's the Virgin gone off that? Or is it the transition period? Is that why there's no Virgin on it? Oh, is this 2D44 coming past? Pacer action. There's loads of it. There's some over here, look, as well, outside the power box. There's loads of them. Yeah, Leyland. We're stopping at Leyland. Oh, we got the signal. That's nice. All right. Will I make content on SimSig? I've got to be honest, I don't know what that is, Trainerholic. Year 4 is green. I did not know that. I did not know that. To be fair, she probably would be at year 4 now if she'd have kept it going. Someone will get it. It's probably Bournes. I think Bournes is on track to get it first. Or lime green. Yeah, lime green's good. Better than dark green. What's the chances of the Deltic coming in the next TSW? I have no idea. It'd be nice though. signaling simulation software can be fun. Intense times it goes wrong. Oh, is it out already? I'll have a look at it if it's out already. Right, here we are. This is Preston Platform 2. I'm actually catching this tomorrow, this service. Not on a pacer, obviously. But I am going from Preston to Lime Street tomorrow. So I will be following part of this. It's free with paid add-ons. I'll have a look at that then. Yes, you were the first. You were the first. Right, so we're departing at 7:26. I won't. I could async keys it, but I won't do. We'll soak up the atmosphere. This early morning. Have we got any interior views on this? Oh yeah, we have, look. There you go, it stays green. Lime green on the top of the seats. Loads of green. Look. It's the seat you don't want to get on the airline, right next to the bogs. I tell you, not a pacer bogs. Pacer bogs are way more grimmer than airline bogs, I'll tell you that much. Blackpool North train. Refurbished interior. Yeah, let's get the window open anyway. You reckon it's pretty dull, Railway Man? I haven't. I'll look it up on YouTube first. I haven't heard of that. There was something that I had, and I tried it once. It was to do with signalling. If any of you watched the British Ace, he played it quite a bit. Can't remember what that was called, but that was a signalling one. I didn't get into that. Gob and bog. Yeah, passengers disappearing before they board. They do that, yeah. They teleport. Hey, we're nearly ready to go. We'll go back outside when we're ready to leave. I've got to tell you, Jason's pinging me in the background. He said I missed a pun. That I'm going to Liverpool Lime Green tomorrow. No wonder you're keeping quiet in the chat, mate, I tell you. With jokes like that. Dear me. Right, here we go. The doors are closing. They missed it. Oh, he's looking at his watch. I'm not letting you on, mate. It's tough. You missed it. Oh, Oh, that guy got a bit close, didn't he? Look at that. Right, we're off to Leyland. We'll give Mike a shout when we get there. We'll get to give it some thrash. In fact, we'll give it some F2 first. We're the 3+2 bus seats, yeah. Hi Josh, how you doing? This one is going to... It's the Lime Street service, but it's going as far as Wigan for this particular scenario. Oh, you're doing a pacer driver experience? Yes, as I said before, it's the only train I've ever driven when I was a trainee. Probably because it's mainly like rip and roar, so it's quite safe. Oh, he's done another one, look. What's this? Oh, nice. Look at that. 37 action. That speed didn't apply to us, did it? I've just realised. Give it some welly. See, this fog, or mist, or whatever you want to call it, I think this is what TS Classic does quite well with the AP stuff on. That looks better than the stuff we get in TSW. It looks like, it looks proper. Although the OHLE looks like spider webs, doesn't it? Look, see that? Anyway, we're not far off Leyland. It's only a hop, skip and a jump. This is scenario 2 out of 3. We'll be jumping in the Virgin Pendor at Lime Street after this for a run over the Chat Moss. Working our way forward. First one was 1989, this is 2005, and I think the Pendor is 2018. 2018, yeah. Right, we've got Leyland on the radar, so not far. Oh, there goes the Virgin. Straight past. A Voyager action. Fog and trees, yeah. Looks like proper weather. It is proper weather, you're right. There you go, Adam. Plenty of foggy scenarios. It's quite suited to this run, I think, at this time of day. Probably a bit too slow into Leyland. What time are we due in, actually? Oh, it doesn't say. Yeah, it's when you find out how well you know the route. Yeah, thanks for coming in, Mikey. All the best. Other side of this bridge. That squeal, they got that squeal dead right. Right, Euston, Balshaw Lane is next. Too much throttle. The banana. There it goes. Yeah, AP weather railroads. If you're playing TS Classic, I think, aren't you? Railroad. You must get the weather if you're playing TS Classic. Yeah, 100 miles plus at night with the headlight reflecting back off the fog, so you can't see anything. Yeah. Well. Yeah, it's bad enough when you're driving your car, but I can imagine a train when you've got to keep up to the timetable, putting that extra pressure on. I can imagine that's a bit scary. Right, 2 miles to Euston. You've got Classic and TSW. If you're getting the AP stuff, the weather probably is one of the first ones to get. I think most people's scenarios use the weather. There's the junction to the left, off to Manchester. Hope everybody's enjoying it. It's a good stream so far. And that's what I mean about TS Classic. You can do a few different things with the help of Adam, of course, with his scenarios. Yeah, see you, Scotch. Thanks for coming in. Right, here's Euston. The fog's clearing up a bit, you see. Getting slightly brighter. If that was TSW dynamic weather now, it would have just gone bright, just like that. Let's hope they do something with that, finally. With whatever's coming next. Hopefully there's some work be done on dynamic weather. It's too much of one thing or another, rather than a blend like that, like we just saw. Was that me wheel slipping then? Gearbox. I knackered the gearbox. I must be driving the pacer like that guy on that Morecambe, that Burr Lane crossing. Right, Wigan is our last stop on this one. In just under 8.5 miles. Oh yeah, listen to that. Oh, it also does wheel slip. Ah, that explains it. I thought I'd knackered the gearbox somehow. I had a feeling it was wheel slip. It ends up with a wheel flat. I just want to get my finger down on A and get it up to notch 7. That's the thing. There we go. Sorted now. We're due in about 10 minutes, it says. Your local mountain has reignited again after smouldering for 2 weeks. Another fire raging 6 miles away. Clag factor. Oh yeah, you need some clag factor on that. Everything's so dry though, isn't it? Oh wow, the fog's back. Unless we're going through Pete's village. Yeah, it's so dry, it's going to get worse, isn't it, this week? Is there a sander button? Yeah, it could be. Is it down on the floor somewhere? I don't think it's up here, is it, anywhere? Nope. Oh, there it is. I know it's a bit late now, but yeah, there it is. That's everyone trying to get out of Leyland. You get wheel slip because you're trying to get out of Leyland so quick. Have we got nobody on board? There's people on before. They've all got off. X is the keybind. You're quite right. Yeah, it's doing it. You never got to go on one of these. Oh, I'd like to say you missed a treat, but you didn't really miss a treat, but there's something about them. There's something quite characteristic about them. They're not the world's most glamorous unit, are they? But they did throw you about a bit. Because they see me driving, yeah. They all got off at the first sign of wheel slip. They thought there's no way. The in-cab graphics on TSC are great. These ones, of course, are this is the AP 142. If you drive the DTG 142, it's not as good as this. But that's one thing that AP's quite good at. They get all the dirt and the grime, and like we saw last week in the 47, the tape, the duct tape around the driver's desk to stop those drafts coming in. So they put all those little details in. So they do a very good job on that. You hope LSL run more tours with the 142s. Yeah, it'd be nice. How many is there in that are private now? Because you'll probably be able to get on one, Lima, somewhere. I don't know if there's any in Scotland, though, but probably not, unless someone snapped one up. It must have been giving it some... It was when we were leaving Balshaw Lane, yeah, it started slipping a bit. That was in Notch 3. It was slipping in Notch 3. It's probably a little bit to do with the damp weather as well. Loads in preservation. See, that's quite good. At least they haven't gone completely. Right, we've got 3 miles to go. Good evening, Chris. How are you doing? By the way, I've got Preston on behind me. You may have already worked it out. Nothing's running on time tonight, I don't think. Yeah, it was Josh. Josh is doing a driver experience. Yeah, he said. I don't know if he said, I don't know if he's still in, Josh, but I don't know where it is you're doing the driver experience. Making sure I've got the new 390 patch. The new one. There's a new one. Probably not then if there's a new one. Got red in half a mile. I can see it. NRN 017. That just said. Which I think is different to ours, is it? Yeah, it is. But we'll not change it because we're at Wigan anyway. That's handy. You've got a mate who lives in Pilling. That's near Lancaster, is it? That Pilling, I think. $650 to drive a Western or a Deltic. Yeah, they try to. It's a lot of money in it, but they try to sort of say it's obviously a once in a lifetime thing, and they're right, and they would be right. And there won't be that many Westerns or Deltics, would there? Especially ones you can drive yourself. But 650. I bet that's an hour, railway man. 650 quid for an hour. You just about get through the briefing and the time to drive for about 5 minutes. Right, we're approaching Wigan, though we can't see it. Got a bit murky again. Yeah, put it on the main line. It's probably up and down some little siding, like when I drove the Pacer. What speed would you go on that 16 mile round trip? Like 20 miles per hour. 15, 20, I guess. They don't want you to prang it. Yeah, I was looked into driving a 37 at the East Lancs. I can't remember what they said for that. It was a while back now, a couple of years back. And that was quite expensive. Well, not as expensive as that. I think it was about 300 quid, if I remember correctly. So I fancied having a go in a 37. $25 miles per hour max, so yeah, would have thought so. It'd be like driving West Somerset Railway all again, wouldn't it? In TSW. That'll do us. We'll stop here, shall we? Everyone's running down the platform now. Well done. Despite the unit swap, the services were on time. The next driver is here to take over to Liverpool via Prescott. Scenario by Adam Haig. There we go. That's number 2 in the books. So for number 3, we're hopping over to the Chatmos. Chatmos Scenario Pack 2, version 2. So these are all set 2018 and 2019. And we're going to do the 1 Alpha 21. The 858 Liverpool Lime Street to Euston, about 50 minutes. It says, the Chatmos line often acts as a diversionary route for intercity services. Start this southbound Class 390 run from Liverpool to Manchester Piccadilly in 2018. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going over to the Chatmos, which is easy because it's always on page 1. And we want to find the pen door. There you are, Lima. There's a ScotRail one on the Chatmos there. That's another one of Adam's from the pack. So I don't know what that one's about. Let's have a look. Yeah, why is that one ScotRail, Adam? This is ours. It's a bit out of its way there. Jack Moose, yeah. I only spad once. Or sped. Bed. I thought you said spad. getting too good. Or ex ScotRail, there you go. You mean you come on here to see me spad and do all sorts of stuff? That's not very nice, that, to be fair. We'd watch you stream It's This if we wanted that. The buffers at Watford Junction have never recovered after that. Talk about me hitting a fish train. The buffers went straight up. Route 1. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that livery then just pop in? I don't know where that came from. Here we go. Welcome aboard the 858 service to London Euston. Please board passengers here at Liverpool Lime Street. Before departure, press F1 for the briefing. Please also isolate the tilt. We're not allowed to tilt on this one. So, let's do it. Hang on. Let me get that right. It was right. Isolate the tilt. Lights, we want day running. There we go. What else do we need to do? We've got a red, so we'll keep the DRA on. I think we need to change the destination. So Due to the West Coast Main Line being closed between Runcorn and Crewe, services are being diverted via Chatmoss and Manchester. This morning, you'll be driving this service to Manchester Piccadilly, where another driver will take over. This is the 28th of May 2018. Maximum speed is 90 miles per hour. Press Control 6 to change the destination displays to London, Euston. Barry will be your train manager. I remember this now. Just listen when we get to Edge Hill. Right, let's have a look at the destination displays. Got Lime Street on there. What is it? Control F6? Control 6. Control 6. There we go. London, Euston. Have I opened the doors? Should open the doors, really. We are due out at 8:58. Straight to Piccadilly. This train sounds so funny. Did you see that railroad? Have you seen it? Do you know what we're talking about? There's even a short for it where I clipped that actual bit. That was hilarious. I bet that cheered up everybody's Saturday, that did. We did that on Saturday night, didn't we, as I remember? A very rare Saturday night stream. BH reskins 390. I'm not sure. I don't know. Actually. You didn't see it? Have a look at the shorts section of the channel. And you'll see it. Get the DRA off. And off we trot. We got 30 miles to Manchester Piccadilly. Off we go. It was one of the best streams. Not for me, it wasn't. It took us ages to get to that point. Oh, God. Dear me. It was funny, though. Instrument lights will be good in this dark tunnel. Control R is the speed set, is it? It's not Control C. I'm speeding anyway now. Yeah, Control C. Oh, Control R is TSW. See, I always forget that. I forget the TSW one. It was just missing the chips. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully you can hear what's coming up next. I'll turn the sound of the train up because the Pendo is quite quiet. It'll be noisier when we go to the outside, but... Yeah, it is. Leaving Liverpool's always awesome. And I know you don't mean leaving Liverpool, you mean by train, you mean. I always wonder what's up at road level, though. Come under here so many times, but I've never been up to see the roads going across. I often wonder what it looks like. I'll have to have a look on Google Earth. Once we get to 75, I'll whack the speed set on. You went up there behind a 40 with 10 coaches, noise and fumes. Yeah, can imagine. Was that the one you did the other week, or was that somewhere else? Where you put some pictures on Discord, didn't you?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and
Here he is.
welcome aboard this 0858 Virgin train service to London Euston. I'm your train manager Barry, and we will be calling at Stockport at 10:03, Wilmslow at 10:11, Crewe at 10:29, Stafford at 10:49, and London Euston arriving 12:06. Due to engineering works between Runcorn and Crewe, today this service will be diverted via Stockport, where we will then rejoin our normal route at Crewe. First class this morning is at the front of the train in coaches K, J and H and G, with standard class towards the rear of the train in coaches U, F, E, D, C, B and A. If you do have a seat reservation this morning, please check the green signs above the seats. We do have 2 unreserved coaches on this train in standard class. They are coaches F and U. For passengers wishing to upgrade to first class this morning, you may do so by an additional fee. We also have a shop on board in coach C, where my colleague Kate will be happy to serve you, and a further announcement will be made when this becomes available. Please note that CCTV is recording for your safety and protection. Again, my name is Barry, and this is your 0858 Virgin train service to London Euston. And our first stop in approximately an hour's time will be Stockport. Thank you.
There you go. Is that Bazarez, Adam, who you mentioned the other week? Quite like the idea of these streamers doing voiceovers. Watch this space. Right, I'll get up to 90, then I'll put the speed set on, I think. Yeah, Bazarez, I thought it would be. Will he finish by London? Oh, it's a 37 on your local line. Oh my god, I'm speeding again. Nothing wrong with a 37 at all. Right, there we go. 90. Let's go. Sierra, Oscar, how are you? Why does the TSC version of the 390 have the red mark on the speedo compared to the all-white version on TSW? I guess, I don't know. I guess that is as far as the speed limit will take us on this one. Is that 125? It's not actually, is it? 125's under there. I don't know why that is. Someone will probably know though. Yeah, don't know. So it's not a silly question, no. The Deltics ran these lines towards the end of life. That would have been good. Yeah, we've got to have a Deltic at some point. A better Deltic in TS Classic or in TSW or both. Imagine how much money they'd make out of people in TSW with a Deltic if it had a proper route to run on. Honestly. Especially having consoles as well. They'd sell thousands of it. Ah, that's what it is. 110, which is where it goes up to. For normal speeds, and 110, over 110 tilting only. Right, yeah, so we've got the tilt off. Yeah, that makes sense. There you go. Sierra Oscar. So it does that automatically, does it, when you isolate the tilt? I didn't notice that when I did it. That's interesting. And does it do that in the TSW version? Just out of interest. I haven't tried it. It's probably a button that doesn't work in TSW. Shall we try flyby? No, we got yellows. Not yet. We'll wait till we get going again. I told you there's an Adam scenario. There's always something coming up that you don't expect. It'd probably be a local DLC for the existing ECML, wouldn't it? I could just see it. You never know. We might get lucky. There's a train ahead of us there, look. Gone now, is it? I think. Sorry. Oh no, there it is. It's right there in the distance. You love it if you hit the horn as you approach the station. The AI people wrecked you by moving back from the platform edge. Yeah. There's far too many of the passengers, especially in this, stood a little bit too close to the edge of the platform. Just recently in TSW, there's people stood in the track on the forefoot as well. I've noticed. I don't know if they fixed it actually, but on Crew Preston, I think at Newton Lee Willows, generally there's people stood in the track quite often. They might have fixed it now. I think I can see what you're saying there about the Delta. I think if and whenever they bring that out, they'll not get it right for everybody. But the only good thing about that is if you get any other routes in the future that you could run it on, obviously you can pick it up and throw it on a different route. That's the good thing about TSW is you can just put your stock on any route that you want in future. But it would have to be ECML somewhere, wouldn't it? I missed that, didn't I? There we go. First operational error of the night. Me not getting to the Q key in time. The yellows might change for us, though. Have I got to wait? I've got to wait till the sander button goes. Passengers in TSC are better as they can walk in the air. Yeah, they do. Got to get one of the AWS plungers for TS controls. The problem with that is I have no space on my desk. So, like, they're all in pieces. Unless you do what Dave's done and build up, like, a desk. And have it dedicated. Then there's lots of bits and pieces. I've seen some of the others have got a few different bits. I quite like the TSCX that I've got, but I haven't got it set up for TS Classic, only TSW. You can set it up for TS Classic. Should maybe do that. Yeah, the DTG Delta is terrible. We've run it a couple of times, haven't we, on here? The cab's awful. And I think one of you told me about a patch as well for the Deltic that slightly tidies up the cab, but even then it's still a bit naff. Right, we can get back up to 90 now. After that brief pause. $20 miles to go. If you do the Mike, if you do the pacer, the short pacer runs through Neatley Willows to Warrington or back the other way, and Earlstown, you'll see them on those about 10-minute runs. Don't see them every single time, but they're stood there sometimes. Right, we've got the speed set back on. Well, we did have. I must not have cancelled it after the last time. I will do that again. Because if you just slow down and don't take the speed set off first, it leaves it on, if that makes sense. You have to take it off, then put it back on again. So I'll try and do that now. I'll put a couple of notches of power on. See if I can get it this time. That should be it. And 2 yellow as soon as I do it. Right, I've only got a mile until it could be red, so... You do have to stay on your toes with Adam's scenarios, which is good. Speaking of Newtonley Willows, here we go. I've only got 9 left of the 86 runs out of 59. Some going that. I mean, I did a load of them on the PS5 before I lost all my progress. I've only done a couple on the PC, and that's when I've been streaming it with you lot. But I mean, a route like that, I don't mind replaying a route like that, you know. Still not ideal, though. Have you just seen that out of the window? Yeah, it is gutting. It is gutting. I mean, I've lost loads of stuff, but the Preston to Crewe, I don't mind so much. I'd done a load of stuff on the new Blackpool timetable as well on the PS5, so I've lost all that too. But I can't do anything about it now, sadly. All the passenger runs in this pack have got the voice acting, apart from the 319 run. I'll have to look into that. I think this might be the only one that I've done that out of the passenger ones. Chasing yellows a little bit. That train's probably still in front of us somewhere. We got just over 14.5 miles to Piccadilly. I can see the one in the front of this is yellow. Behind it, I should say. Now it's gone green. So we better play it cautiously. In case we have to stop. Talking about the BBC interviews there is a channel on YouTube that has a few different train ones on it. The BBC Archive. I don't know if you've seen that. There's lots of stuff from the 70s, like newsreels and stuff. But there are quite a few of them that are train related. We're going to have a look at that. It might be on there, actually. That one that you're talking about might be on there. BBC Archive. Oh, you're going to commit to it being your A favourite? That's jibbing out. Is it the favourite? That's what we want to know. Is it the favourite? Because everyone's got a few favourites. I still haven't done one of those... I haven't done one of those diverted ones yet. The nighttime ones that get diverted. Is that after, like, 10 o'clock at night? Which ones are those? Yeah, they go via Euston, don't they? I think. And I definitely haven't done... I haven't done that Gronk one. But it sounds like an interesting one. I bet that takes a bit of time, doesn't it, to do that? Don't have a favourite. I thought you were going to reinstall it anyway, this. Were you not going to reinstall it? Now that Watford have forgiven you for smashing up the station. Everybody knows about Watford. Watford is as famous as the fish trade. Yeah, that's rough, Mike, that. Nine to go. That guy's creepy, isn't he? He's well creepy. Cashman. You've got TSW5 installed. Did you not get the free TSW6 upgrade pack last year? There's one around 9 o'clock and it's about an hour and a half. I'll have to try it. I haven't done one of those yet. Oh, you did have it. I thought you did. I don't think I've been on the Chatmos in real life. Don't think so. I've had a couple of greens, so I'm going to risk it. Put the speed set on for a little bit. We're nearly there anyway. We'll be coming up on Eccles. Any second. (621) on our left there. I wonder if me Ordsall cord or my bridges are all in. I've not checked for a while after they went missing. Loyal to Watford, yeah, true. I think you gave up too easy after that crash. Right, we're starting the braking. Down for a 50, then a 30 shortly thereafter. And just 3 miles to go. Yeah, you've got to try again. You should. You went on a pacer from Lime Street to Mank Piccadilly. The pacer was slipping a lot near Ordsall Junction. Yeah, that's a bit of a trek, isn't it, in a pacer? You wish ATS would take the TPE merge and connect Oxford Road to Stalybridge. Yeah, do you know, I haven't played the TPE merge for a long time. It's sat there and I've not used it for ages. Do you think they will? Do you think they will change it? I never really know with his stuff. Because he always says there's lots of exciting things coming, but I don't know. Do they ever come out? Or I don't know. I don't know if he's talking about TSW or what. Because I watch quite a bit. I saw he's streaming right now actually. I watch quite a bit of his stuff. I just like have it on in the background, you know. But said he's got lots of exciting plans. Don't know if that's one of them. Looks like my bridges are in. Or a single yellow. Deansgate coming up. Looks like a red. Just before it. There we go. We must be waiting for somebody. Are they still at it outside? We didn't do that flyby, did we? I can hear something. There he goes. East Midlands train's holding us up. Oh, he's getting a shift on now. So he can get out of the way. Hopefully, we'll get a yellow. There we go. We could do a very slow flyby just up here. Next signals are red in quarter of a mile, I would say. East Midlands. Oh, God. Here's Deansgate. That East Midlands trains is probably right in the platform where we need to drive through, I bet, at Oxford Road. Yeah, it's a good scenario. I think all 3 scenarios tonight have been pretty good. I was going to run, as I said, I was going to run one with a 37 on the Liverpool-Manchester route. But I was having trouble with my GPU maxing out just on that route. Although that was yesterday, and I did try it again today. My GPU was running at about 90%, so it wasn't low by any means, but it was lower than it was yesterday. So I don't know whether something just got, you know, hung up on it. Not sure. Kept getting out of memory errors, and it just kept crashing on me. So. Not sure if you're ready to do voice acting. To actually do the voice acting, or to put the voice acting in your scenarios, do you mean? East Midlands are also late. Yeah, they probably are, and they're holding us up now. And we still only got a single yellow. 2 yellows. There you go. It was listening to me. He must be having a shift on now. So we can kind of, I suppose, do another little one up here. Just before Oxford Road. That's where the Hacienda nightclub used to be. There are a little bit of tidbit of information for you on this corner, right on this corner. What, the horn? Loosen up the wax in your ears. East Midland trains are always late or didn't turn up. Oh. I'll do your voice acting for you, but I can't do a Scottish accent, so if you're doing Scotland scenarios, it might not work. Half a mile to platform 13, Manchester Piccadilly, and that is us done. It's been another good stream. I don't know what you think. I've quite enjoyed it, actually. 3 good scenarios there. Out of the packs that have got some decent scenarios in there. They've all got quite a few hours as well. Each of the packs that they come from have all got quite a few hours playtime in them as well. So don't forget to have a look at the links in the description and go and check them out. Go and have a look what else is in there. They'll also give you all the requirements as well for each pack. So you can have a look if there's anything additional you need to get to run some of them. I think it's mostly the AP stuff. Mostly. See if this changes, because we're not due to stop this far down. There we go. That'll do us. Yeah, thanks for that, Pete. Yeah, you do West Coast mainline stuff, yeah. Yeah, thanks guys for that. Yeah, good scenarios, Adam. Really good. I don't know how long it takes you to put these together, because obviously Lima does it as well. You're checking all the working timetables from back in the day to make sure that they're real services, which just, a lot of people might not actually appreciate that. So there's a lot of work goes into them, as well as actually just getting to play them. So let's open the doors. Oh no, we're not opening the doors, are we? First stop was Stockport. It's a driver change, isn't it? There we go. If this guy looking wandering around like that with his arm out, why don't you just get on board? I can go and get a cup of tea. The next driver will take the train to London via Wilmslow. There you go. That's the end of our third scenario. Hope you've enjoyed it. There'll be something on Wednesday in the morning for the first look at the TSW Nuremberg Ingolstadt route. So have a look out for that. As I said, on Wednesday, if I get a chance on Wednesday night to stream it as well, I'll attempt to stream it. Just depends how it goes on Wednesday, work-wise, etc. But thanks everybody for coming in. Much appreciated. Let me just have a quick check of the chat before we go. Mike's off to do another Class 86 run now. He's just got the bug watching this. He's going for a fish smash burger. Adam says the payware ones take about 2 to 4 weeks to make. Right. Yeah, that's a lot of time you've put in. Yeah. A 90 freight run next week, says Lima. Maybe we'll do that. Thanks everybody for coming in once again. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.